Today, we'll be starting The Legend of Kyrandia, released in 1992. This is a fully voiced, 2D pixel art-based point-and-click game of the fantasy genre. It was pretty typical for point-and-click games to be fully voiced and of the fantasy genre around this time, I think, or at least they were coming into themselves. It wasn't really the era of 3D games yet. And I think this game went on to have 2 sequels. Legend of Kyrandia Books 2 and 3, which all have the same villain. And true to the time, I've read the beginning of a couple of walkthroughs, and I'm given to understand that this isn't a game that holds you by the hand, and it's not an incredibly difficult game either, but it does leave you opportunities to paint yourself into a corner. So it's advisable to save. You can drop objects and lose them permanently, or you need to go around and find them again or something like that. So we won't be frivolous. We'll try to be thoughtful. We'll try to be experimental, but we will be careful. And again, I will save conservatively, and I'll keep multiple save states. And because it's not always clear, I think what we should do, apparently the beginning isn't too hard, but later on it can get rather frustrating and inapparent. And we know how that goes. So I will be open to your suggestions and your shouting out what to do from the back seat, if you will. And I think with that, we're about ready to dive in, don't you think? So I hope you have some tea or other desired victuals. I just have a glass of water today. And I think we will begin to hear the promising opening theme of this game. Let us jump in. All right.
Malcolm the Jester is broken free. He now controls the Kyra Gem, source of all the magic in Kyrandia. Once a favorite of the court, he killed the king and seized the gem. Imprisoned by the royal mystics, Malcolm was held for 18 years. But now the mystic spell has slipped, and vengeful Malcolm enjoys free reign.
There he is.
You dare trick me? But no, something special for you, a humorous hex.
Or a long-tailed squirrel.
But I shall give fair warning, don't jump on that tree. Ooh. 'Tis funnier that way, is it not?
Such sophistication in his humor.
Dear Brynn, Malcolm has broken free. Soon, he will come for me. Please help Brandon.
Brynn. Brynn? I love the focus shift. There he is.
Greetings, Calic. Powerful leader of the Royal Mystics. Did I
Calic?
frighten you?
Malcolm, I heard yesterday of your escape, and have expected you before now.
Why would I rush? I rule this land. Your puny curse restrains me not.
So, slay me now. I have little magic left.
I mean to harm you, have no doubt. Now you are stone, yet I leave your eyes. I shed no tears for Kyrandia. but cannot deny you yours.
I always loved doing that. Grandfather, what happened to you?
And here we are. We are now in control of Brandon. Now, hello, that's pretty mean, says Lexi, a little more clever than an exploding tree, yes. Zankoth, oh, you have a way to pause the on-screen chat so it doesn't interrupt cutscenes. That's really neat. As far as I know, that was entirely the work of my chatters. You're free to type whatever you like, whenever you like. So the opening was expository, but it made sense to me because I read the 3-page introduction to the manual. It actually gives a fairly detailed history of Kyrandia to this point. The Kyra gem that was mentioned by that slightly sultry narrator during the opening was a symbol of the pact made between Kyrandia's earliest king and nature itself. Kyrandia is a sort of forest nestled, yes, but also very intertwined and at peace with the world of nature itself. The gem started to allow its citizens to perform magic, and it started to infest their culture, and they started to overuse it and abuse it. And so it was organized into magical factions and rationed better among sort of a class of mages. Then it came to pass that there was war under a certain later king who managed to turn the invaders against their own commanding generals and made peace with them. And then finally, things seemed to be fine until Malcolm appeared under, I think, yet a later king. And his goal was just power, so he murdered that king and queen, seized the Kyra gem, and was only stopped at the last moment before everything went to ruin by Kalik, who now stands before us. Over the years, Malcolm has been plotting his revenge in solitude, and has only just at this moment managed to break free. Kalik took us, Brandon, who happens to be the rightful heir to the throne, away from the castle to raise in secrecy and safety. And we don't know that we are the heir to the throne. Finally, Malcolm has come and taken revenge on Kalik. And just as he was doing so, he seemed to be writing to somebody called Brynn, I don't know who that is, to help guide us on our quest to defeat Malcolm. I believe that's everything so far. Zankoth said, did my chat not go through? It seems possible. Surprising audio quality from a game from 1992. Yeah, isn't it nice? The instruments still sound pretty MIDI-ish to me. But I think general MIDI and other synths that were sort of proprietary, you had to have the right one at the time, were required for games like this. It was even possible to play the same music through whatever synth you had, I think, if they were adequately compatible. Doug says, yeah, good question. Zankoth did mention the game's audio quality, and that message didn't go through. Okay, right. Oh yes, I do see that message in the Twitch chat, but maybe it didn't make it onto my screen. I'm using a separate chat client for that, obviously, and it will occasionally reconnect if it disconnects, but sometimes that results in a drop message. That's probably what happened there. But I'm glad you took it as an impressive curtailing of the messages over cutscenes, which is not my intention. All right, let's get into our next move here. We've just been standing around gawking at nothing. Options. We can load and save the game. So there's an autosave slot, that's good. Let's save over Yo, because you actually can in this game, and we'll call it Start. And I think instead of using just my name and a number, I'll start to be a little more descriptive, because every saved game that I make here will be of me, of course. And the music is still progressing, isn't that cool? It hasn't repeated yet, I don't think. So, no talk, push, pick up, put down any, any of that stuff. We just have a cursor.
Brynn! Brynn, come quick!
So, looks like I can click on things that aren't indicated as clickable. The game's not going to help me there.
Should I lay Grandfather on the bed? I don't think there's any way to move him.
All right.
Rocks.
What are they doing there? Are they for a fire or something? And if it's something like the wall or the floor, it looks like I just walk there.
Should I lay Grandfather on the bed? I don't think there's any way to move him. Grandfather, can you hear me?
And apparently he still has his eyes. Doug, maybe those rocks are a counterweight for the elevator. That could be. Okay, so we got a garnet. And we can drop the garnet. Ah, check it out. That's awesome.
A garnet this big must be very valuable.
Is it? It really is that big. It is as big as his head. Look at it. Look at it, garnet head. All right, let's put it in our inventory. So it looks like we can use items on ourselves to get some commentary.
A note.
A note. Let's read it.
Blank, except it has Brynn's name on it. I'd better go to the temple. Brynn will know what to do.
Brynn will know what to do. That's cool. So it's blank, even though it doesn't look blank, and we saw that he was writing on it. Apparently we know who Brynn is, though.
I can't take this. He'll need the light.
For what? I think it seems like he might be okay for the dark. Yeah, it seems like Bren trusts Brynn.
Anything in here?
Sandwiches.
Grandfather saw. Can I cut you out?
We could try.
Uh-oh. Maybe these teeth can be repaired.
Oh, did I break the saw? Or was the saw already broken?
The Mystic Book Club. Nice covers, but lousy reading.
Maybe you wouldn't think that if you had to use some magic, Brandon. I think this area of the inventory is for some kind of a magical amulet, which we will seek later on. You can still see Steve, it's just nice to leave the light. That's right, it is. But does he need to see? Would he like to take a nap? Did you ever think of that? Now the music is repeating. There it is. So I don't know what that is. It's not a part of Grandfather, is it?
An apple.
An apple? All right, we'll keep that. I think we can eat it by putting it on him, but let's not do that. All right.
Should I lay Grandfather on the bed? I don't think there's any way to move him.
Can he move his eyelids? It's unclear. Let's use the garnet on him. That's not doing anything. Can you read the note for us? Nope. All right. No other exits, right? Just down here. Oh, we can... I see. Go a little further off. Yeah.
Brandon,
What? Who said that?
are you Brandon, grandson of Calic?
I am? What are you?
We are of the other kingdom. We speak for the land.
Why would the land speak to me?
We are dying, Brandon. Magic spells of an evil intent have upset the balance of nature.
Can't you use your magic to fight this evil?
Evil exists only in the kingdom of man. The land has no evil, and thus no defense against it.
But why is this happening now?
The magic Kyrandia, symbol of the trust between our kingdoms, has been corrupted. Now, it can no longer protect us. You, Brandon, must oppose on our behalf.
What? Why me?
You have been chosen, grandson of Calic. Your destiny was forged before your birth.
But I wouldn't know where to start.
Let your faith guide you, Brandon. Prepare for your journey.
Wait! What about... What happened to my grandfather?
So we've had that slightly imposing tree face living with us all these years. Mystery Person 348 is joining us. Hello. That wall becoming a face, not exactly a pleasant thought. Yes, I was just ruminating on that. I mean, he seems friendly enough, and I'm sure we can trust him, but it's more a matter of principle, isn't it? This kingdom is at one with nature, after all. I hope you're doing well as well, Mystery Person 348. Well, he said prepare for our journey. Can't he use his magic to defeat this evil? And look who else is here. None other than the Dagger Steve. This is all just lovely and beautiful. Dagger Steve, meet the more recent crowd. We're missing lawful wood, I think. Hopefully lawful will show up as well. Look at all this lawful wood around here. Evil does not exist in its kingdom. Well, let's save again over start. We'll make a new save next time. I think we're going to be free to go this time, don't you? Let's do some adventuring. A nice upbeat tune.
Nice big sign, but I guess we should have used the boards to make a front door.
Perhaps.
I'll leave this on. I don't suppose the moths will annoy him now. My old sandbox makes a great planter.
Anything we can get from here? Probably not.
At least I won't have to wash the windows today.
I love how he commentates on just about everything you think to want to click on. What does this music remind me of? It almost seems like a different game. But I guess it's just introducing us to a more everyday mood in this game. Laloon, you went by both Alex and AJ at different times? Fascinating. That's a very fluid-looking branch. I guess we shouldn't be so surprised by the giant face because we get lifted by a giant arm every single day. This is below Brandon's home. So where should we go? Can we go down? No. Or south? I mean, we always assume that up is north, but there's no guarantee of that in any game. So west or east? North? No. Okay, let's go east. Go, Dennis. Dennis is not here. Dennis, I hardly know is. This is a beautiful looking forest. And the music is getting a bit more lo-fi. Like modern YouTube lo-fi, not actual lo-fi. It was already lo-fi. Using beats in a fantasy genre game is a bit of an art. It can be done well, and I think this is an example of it being done well. Okay, further east. Pool of Sorrow.
I bet I can catch a teardrop.
A teardrop?
Got one.
I mean, rhythmic musical beats, Doug. Dennis doesn't know what rain is. Like percussion, yes. Not just percussion, but, beats. The odd timpani or gong wouldn't be so out of place in fantasy, I don't think. Okay, so what is with this teardrop? Can we cry it?
I caught this teardrop by this pool.
I'm so very fond of Brandon's voice already. I want to know who did it. Was it just, some of the voices so far sound like the traditional method of just using the developers as the voice artists? But the audio quality is pretty good. It doesn't sound like they duct taped a studio together. The accent sounds very much of the time, though. Time when fantasy character voices could just be...
Where are these tears coming from?
That's a good question. I'm glad you asked that. I didn't think you would ask that. Anyway, time when fantasy voices could be sort of a drawling American that where you sort of lean into the retroflex R's. What a hot beat. He's the grandson of the guy who played the old man. For the record, I won't commentate ardently on speech that looks like it's passing between you and not directed at me, so please don't be offended by that. Where are we going? Don't have a cursor yet, but we do have a lone leaf. Is it destined to become our cursor?
Something strange is happening here.
So it would seem. It even overlapped this other thing that was here. Is it trying to hide it? What's going on? Who am I? I'm Brandon. And we can finally go north. And I didn't want to go north, but I did go north. What is this? Ah, Peridot? A bergamot? What is it?
Isn't this dimagnoferrosilquat oxalate?
Exactly what I was thinking. And this one? Amethyst?
Ooh, purple sparkles.
His favorite. Some chat passes directly through me sometimes. I'm gonna have to get it seen too. Okay, so we can no longer go east, even though it looks like we can. Maybe Brandon just needs the confidence to go east. Well, you don't have to do everything. Okay, we went north. We can go west from here. This is seeming pretty explorational. There's that beat again. I do like it. I don't know what that instrument is that's doing those little offbeat 16ths, but I find it rather soothing.
I wish I had a horse to ride.
That's what your thoughts are right now, Brandon? This is just a glen, a dead-end glen, as they used to call him. Lawful Wood. Welcome. I was just saying you. Meet the crowd. Dagger Steve, mystery person, if you're still around. We are just starting out on this new game, Lawful. There's not too much of critical importance to catch you up on, but I'm sure you'll view the opening minutes later if you are so interested, because there is a rather rich, less consequential backstory, which I found wonderful. Ah, look at the moody lighting in this area. A forest altar. Can you comment on stones? Not really. Tell me about the altar. According to you.
This altar used to glow with magic.
Now the glow is coming from glow-in-the-dark grass?
Ow.
Oh, you got one. From there. Use the force, Brandon. Ow.
Smells like a rose to me.
Very good, Brandon. Very good. So we have 3 gemstones and a tier. And I don't think this tier is rain, because if it was, I don't think we would still have it. There's a missing rose up here. Do we need to add it?
Is it missing a piece?
Exactly. Are those roses? Let's try plonking the rose up there. Sorry, just missed what you said. All I heard is my name. Yes, I think I was just referencing you in passing, mystery person. It's all right. Your active attention is not required at every moment. Please relax. Nope, nothing there. Let's try this one more time.
Is it broken? Is it broken? Is it broken? Is it missing a piece?
One more time, just in case. This seems too right. Nope. All right, where do we go? No north. A beautiful cliffside.
What a view.
Maybe my purple sparkles should be rounder. Perhaps they're not tumbled enough. And we can't go south from there. So that's one thing this game doesn't seem to be doing too well is making it visually clear where you can't go. It only makes it cursorially clear. Dark Forest. Does every single panel have a unique name? No. These are both Dark Forest. Alright, I'm starting to try to keep the mental map now so that I can keep track of whether I've gone everywhere that I can go. Brandon also has the habit of walking to the next screen when I don't click when there's an icon. That was an interesting loop point. A cavernous entrance. Alright. I'll start putting numbers behind them too. Taker Steve, I thought I recognized Brandon's voice, so just looked it up. The voice actor provided a voice in the Westwood's later game Blade Runner, of which I am very familiar. Ah, yes. Same developer, I think. Although I don't know what Blade Runner is, and I'm not very familiar. Hello.
It wasn't my fault.
Did I mention something about North American voices being acceptable in fantasy? Are you saying you broke this bridge and that it was your fault?
You know, Herman, I think I can make it across.
I don't know, Brandon. All that's left is that thin rope. And even that looks like it's about to go.
Nonsense. You're not saying I'm clumsy, are you? I am quite agile, Herman.
I'm in charge here, and if anything happened to you, I'd get blamed.
Alright. Well, we can try to go over. I guess I'd click here if I wanted to, but I don't think I want to yet. Looks like we know this guy too. Herman, was it?
I guess I'll play it safe.
Thanks, Brandon.
And I think we can die in this game. We need you to sound like a yokel sheriff. Can you manage? Oh, for sure. As long as I can be working on a novel about voodoo. I love how the music fades out before it's supposed to change. It's great. Okay, so we're not going to attempt that yet. Actually, you know what? Since I'm wondering whether this is the kind of game that will allow us to die by trying to cross before we are ready to cross,
It wasn't my fault.
I want to just try it. And we did just save, right?
You know, Herman, I think I can make it across.
I don't know, Brandon. All that's left is that thin rope. And even that looks like it's about to go.
Nonsense. You're not saying I'm clumsy, are you? I am quite agile, Herman.
I'm in charge here, and if anything happened to you, I'd get blamed.
Gabriel Knight's wonderful, of course. I don't happen to know whether you've beaten it before, Lexi.
I'm gonna try it, Herman.
Wait! At least let me get close so that if you fall in...
Here I go.
That's his method? That sounds like I'm about to die music to me.
Oh no! Now they'll make me fix the bridge.
Such a shame. Alright, there you go. I consider that part of this game's tutorial. I hope you don't die and the water actually takes you somewhere. That's arguably the worst method. Yep. All right, let's go back to Forest. Rest in peace, Brandon. I'm sorry you had to miss that, Doug. It was probably the best part of the game. I attempted to cross that bridge by only one rope. Ultimate swim concern. Okay, have I explored everywhere? I think I might have. Everywhere to the east of home, that is. It's more about the shame of having died after falling into 4 feet of water. You can't recover from that. His pathfinding skills are okay. Those are some tasty forest jams. That's why it's always good to have a forest with fruit trees. Your score was 8 out of a possible 65,536. Would you like a record of your actions facts to your employer? It's not so much about this game, it's more about most things asking you that. Okay, so we're going west. Young man.
What happened? This willow looks half dead.
That looks oddly tear-shaped.
What's this?
Oops.
What's this? A big dent?
A big dent? It also looks half alive. It needs watered. Alright, let's tear it up, shall we?
Hey, the teardrop fits. Wow. I healed the willow tree.
That was amazing, Brandon. Want to play? I'll show you this marble I found.
Sorry, I can't play now, Marith, but let me see that marble.
If you want it, you'll have to catch me first.
Yeah, alright. I have a water.
I did a great job. Maybe I should become a tree surgeon.
Huh. I wonder if that's a thing. What else can we use on this tree? His running is just greatly accelerated walking. That's right. As they say in The Music Man. He's actually a running man. You see, running is just greatly accelerated walking.
That surf looks rough today.
Puzzle 1 solved. Lawful with that stands to reason as running was invented when someone tried walking twice at the same time. Exactly. The key is to walk with each leg individually twice at once. Simple. Dagger Steve, I am curious about your familiarity with this game, for reasons I'm sure you're aware of.
This window looks great at night when the temple candles are lit.
Oh yeah. Let's rose it up. I see. How about this one? Nope. No going that way either.
That must be Brynn's mother.
It must. Alright. Awful with that. Yeah, right. Lexi, the Church of the Purple Rose. Indeed. Alright, let's see what we've got in here. We'll go find our friend later.
Greetings, Brandon.
Hello. Isn't it wonderful? A while ago I saw, just about this many locales and I was convinced I had to give it a shot.
I'll bet this incense burner is why Brynn always smells so good.
That's exactly right. There's no other explanation for that.
The ancient Kyra pot.
There's an ancient Kyra pot? Yeah, the reflection in the marble. Very much. I remember that thing happening in graphics around then. I'd just been using Deluxe Paint 2 and 3, actually for some years before on the Amiga, and there was a lot of tutorial art that came in with it. You could only have 32 colors, and later on you could have 64, but the second 32 colors were half the brightness of the first 32. And, you know, there were realistic drawings of King Tut and of landscapes and people's faces, and it was really just amazing what you can... It's a beautiful testament to what you can do with artistic constraints. Edgar Steve, I played this many years ago and didn't get very far. I think I recall a horrible maze section. I think I've read about that, in a cave if I'm not mistaken, so I do look forward to it.
The Kyrandian Royal Chalice.
Of course, no other games have a horrible maze section, and if they do, I must have missed them.
Dance of the Mystics.
Gosh, it really is a trope in games, isn't it?
Boy, this floor sure is slippery.
Am I gonna die by slipping on the floor? Okay, I don't think I need to save until after I talk with Brynn, if this is indeed Brynn. Oh, we can't go further into the temple, that's a shame. Alright, well, let's chat.
Brynn, grandfather is hurt.
What happened, Brandon?
He's been turned to stone. I found a note on his bench. It's marked with your name, but the rest is blank.
May I see it?
Dagger Steve has had good intentions of revisiting along with the sequels, but alas, you have yet to. We'll see whether I end up doing it, depending on how this game goes. Yes, we are multiplying.
This is an enchanted message. I will remove the spell. Brandon, you should read this.
Dear Brynn, Malcolm has broken free. Soon, he will come for me. Please help Brandon. Direct him toward the amulet. Use the lavender rose to key the spells. Darm and Xanthia should be able to help. Be careful. He'll try to get all of us. Calic.
The lavender rose to key the spells. The lavender rose, is that what I have? It looks like it could be a lavender rose. But is it the lavender rose? Darm and Xanthia are new names. Let's not forget them.
Amulet? Lavender Rose? What does this mean?
If Malcolm has escaped, he'll use his spiteful magic to destroy Kyrandia.
Can't your magic stop him?
It will take all that we can gather to match Malcolm.
What about grandfather?
I am sorry, Brandon. Noble Calic can only be saved by defeating Malcolm.
What can we do?
We are not helpless. Find a lavender rose for me, and I shall create an enchantment to help you.
What about...
Hurry, Brandon. Each passing minute dilutes our strength.
I just heard a plosive on the mic there. Not that I don't make them at all times. Brynn does seem a little more mature than Brandon. I don't know, maybe her voice is just more measured. It's hard to tell what her age is, really. Awful wood. Malcolm has broken free. Soon he will come for me. Please help Brandon. Direct him toward Raid Shadow Legends for PC and mobile. Yeah, I happened to pick this up. Would you like it?
Very good, Brandon. Use the rose wisely, and the royal amulet will be yours.
Amulet?
In time, it will enable you to wield great power.
Wow. Is that for me?
In order to obtain the amulet, you must place this rose upon the silver altar. Then you must find Darm. He lives in the Timber Mist Woods. He may be able to help you. Good luck, Brandon, and be careful.
All right, thanks, Brynn. We have a silver rose.
This rose tingles in my hand.
All right, then.
You must place your silver rose on the silver altar.
Thanks for the recap. I guess that's all you're going to be saying
Kyrandian Royal Chalice.
for a while now. Kyrandian Royal Chalice, or maybe they need to hide from Malcolm with NordVPN, of course. That was what I originally assumed before I talked to Brynn. So it makes sense that
Amulet?
that forwards the plot.
What amulet?
Exactly. Love all of Brandon's gesturing and the relative humanity they gave him. It does feel more like we're guiding Brandon than that we are Brandon, maybe. I love how she talks to Brandon like he's 11, and how Brandon acts like he's 11. We don't know what age he is. I don't know if Brandon talks like he's
Can't you
11.
move any faster?
I'm not
Whoa.
chasing you, Marith.
Her walking is highly accelerated. I think we can turn up Brandon's walking speed, though.
Over here, Slowpoke.
I'm not chasing you.
Okay, let's save. I still don't feel like we've made any horribly bad moves yet, so even potentially bad moves, so we'll save over that. Now let's see if we can make him walk faster. Game controls. Walk speed fast. Fastest. Slow, slow, normal, fast, fastest. Let's see. Alright, that's good.
You're following pretty close for someone who's not chasing me.
He's been waiting there the whole time. I can't tell if this person is male or female, but I assumed female, partially because of the name, which I now forget. Could you imagine being the kind of 90s gamer who wants this guy to walk on slowest? Marith, thank you, Lexi. Speed walk, more like. I certainly was the kind of 90s gamer who wouldn't have used zip mode in Myst. I don't think that was in Masterpiece Edition. That was an option in the original, which turned your cursor into a lightning bolt, and it allowed you to traverse long stretches of just walking down a straight path in one click. I didn't like that because it wasn't realistic. I also don't like to skip travel animations and stuff. Now, which way did you go? That's the question. I think you went up to the cliffside. This is just a passage. Rocky outcropping.
Thought I'd sneak around the other way, huh?
There's another way? I don't think there is another way. Yoink! I didn't take anything.
Let go of the branch, Marith. I'll catch you.
Very funny, Brandon. You can have the marble. I'm not playing with you anymore.
She doesn't seem easy to please.
Thanks, Marith.
But yeah, thanks for the marble.
A nice addition to my marble collection.
I love the stability of the game and its overall interface. It's pretty great. This is really a step up from some of what we've tried lately. The marble might go on the altar, you're right. Let's check out the cliff one more time. And the altar must be the altar. Ah, here we go. Yeah, that looks much more like it goes there. I forget that the items are to scale. You know, they appear in our inventory as they appear in the game, which is also unusual and cool. All right, let's marble this altar.
Is it broken?
How about this? There we go.
Hey, perfect fit. Must be fixed now.
All right, let's silver rose this altar. Oh, hi.
Wow. That must be the amulet. Hey, this is going to be easy.
All right, thanks, altar. Lawful Wood, I have consulted the oracle at Google and confirmed on the Legend of Kyrandia wiki that Marith is, in fact, a boy. All right, then. Well, thank you.
It's humming.
There's nothing wrong with being an effeminate boy. Marith is a young boy or a tomboyish, flirty girl.
Ow.
Ooh, we can get another rose. That's cool. But we pay the cost for it.
I already picked the rose that used to be there.
Yeah, right. It just grows back so quickly. Excuse me. All right. Let's save one more time. There we go. That brings us to the end of this little leg of the quest, I think.